Hi, I'm Jean-Marie from Shape Up Shenanigans, and today we're going to make some cauliflower pilaf for raw nori rolls. No rice. So what you're going to need to make your cauliflower pilaf is cauliflower, 1 large head, some extra virgin olive oil, apple cider vinegar, about 3/4 cup pine nuts. You can use onion powder or garlic powder, but I have just a little bit of real chopped white onion, a little bit, about 2 cloves chopped garlic, and some dill weed. You can use fresh if you like. So we're competing with a football game, so if you hear people cheering, someone's team's doing good. Alright, when you're done making your pilaf, the things that you're going to need are some nori sheets, a little bit of water to help seal them, and whatever veggies you want to put in. I have today spinach, some yellow squash, zucchini, mushrooms, carrot, and avocado, and purple onion. I like to use sprouts, but we don't have any. So, first thing you need to do is get your food processor with the S-blade. It doesn't matter what brand you have. I find that they all work really well. You want to chop your cauliflower up into manageable pieces for your food processor. So, and I'm only going to put about half in because this is a very large head of cauliflower. Okay. Alright, so I'll turn this on. You may or may not be able to hear me. I'm going to add some of my pine nuts as it processes. So you want your cauliflower to process to about the consistency of rice, small grain rice. You don't want to process it too much because then it'll become too mushy, like mashed potatoes. We don't want that level. Alright, so this is one of those recipes where you don't really have many measurements. So I like to add my dill and my olive oil at the same time. I don't know, you just eyeball it. My sister-in-law made this recipe and it calls for 3 glugs of olive oil. So we're going to go. That's what it looks like. It's kind of moist because of the olive oil. Today my cameraman is my son, Gabriel. He's done this for me before. Alright, do the rest of our cauliflower with a dash of apple cider vinegar. One capful, half a capful, depending on your cat. Now I'm going to add in our onion. If your cauliflower is small enough to do all of it in one process. You can add all of this at the same time. But because mine was fairly large, I'm doing it in 2 batches. And then I'll mix them up together. Alright, so one other little ingredient that I like to use, and I have to see, I forgot about it. Hopefully I have some in the fridge, is ume plum vinegar. You just need a little bit, and you can use it instead of the apple cider vinegar. Let me see. Ume plum vinegar. It's pretty good. Let's see. I'm just going to give a couple dash. Okay. Mix it all up really good. So, you want your cauliflower to be moist enough because you need moisture on your nori sheet. That's where the olive oil comes in, the processing comes in, and your vinegar. You can add more dill, make it your own. Super easy. Alright, I'm going to dress one nori roll for you right now. I'll move some stuff. So, here, get a good look at what it looks like here. Alright. Alright, look at me. So, if you've never rolled a nori roll before, some people use, I don't know what they are, little bamboo things to help them roll. I don't. If you notice on the nori sheets, can you see that, Gabe? See the lines? I'll fill mine up about 2/3 with the pilaf. So my nori sheet got squished, so it's pretty moist. Alright, so you're going to spoon some on. And I've made it finer than this before. It's really preference. But moisture is the key on your nori sheets. Alright. Alright, so now you're going to pick whatever ingredients you want to put in yours. Today we're going to do some zucchini. And I like to make them, you know, to make it stick out one side. So yellow squash. Usually I use portobello mushrooms, but I didn't have any today, so these are baby bellas that I'm using. And I tend to stuff my nori rolls packed because I like a lot of stuff. But you can do however you like. Little or as much. If you get too much, you're going to tear your wrapper, but it's really a trial and error thing. Just line your stuff up. And some avocado. Some onion. Let's see.
He just scored again. That's why.
Alright, so I have zucchini, yellow squash, carrots, baby bellas, onions, avocado, and I'm going to put some spinach in mine.
He's got all those players.
Okay, now, when rolling this, that's where the bowl of water comes in. It's for dipping your fingers. So this is how you roll it. So as you see, I put all my ingredients kind of centered in my pilaf. You want to hold them down and roll. You want it to be a pretty tight, snug roll, like you're tucking it into bed. Alright? When you get to about here, take your fingers in your bowl, and that last inch, you wet your nori roll. Pretty decent. That's what's going to make your seal. Give it that nice roll and set it aside. Now you don't want to cut it right away because you want the rest of the nori sheet to get soaked with some of the moisture. It's going to make it easier to cut. You also don't want to use a serrated knife. You can use one. Sometimes I find I'll use it just to start the little hole, but if you use a serrated knife, you tend to rip your noris all the pieces. Alright, get my knife. You want a pretty decent sharp knife when you cut these. If you have a dull knife, it's going to really tear your noris apart. I put my seal, if you can find it, on the bottom. And this one's the hardest. The end is the hardest one. Find their most moist end. And just do a little saw. Yeah. Now I always put my finger here to hold this side still. Don't press down too hard. You just want to do that gentle saw. If you press, that's what's going to happen. No more nori roll, you got nori salad. So, just a gentle pressure, back and forth, and you're good to go. When you get to the end, you get one more. This is the hardest one. There you go. You have your nice nori, vegan, vegan, raw, paleo friendly. There you go. Got it. Nice and pretty. You can take some wasabi powder, make some homemade wasabi, take mustard powder, homemade mustard, hot mustard. You just add a little water to those powders and you're good. Whatever, soy sauce, I like Bragg's, liquid aminos, however you want to eat it, you're good to go. So that is as easy as it can be, cauliflower pilaf into raw nori rolls. I hope you guys enjoy it. See y'all later.